So today is Foundation Friday, and this is where I get to experiment with a new makeup to see if it works for me and if it fits exactly what I'm looking for. So today's video is about Jones Road Beauty, and this is the relatively new makeup brand by makeup legend Bobbi Brown. So if this is something that interests you, stick around. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited about today's video because this is something that I've had my eye on for quite some time. I'm here to talk today about Bobbi Brown. Now, this is not Bobbi Brown the brand, it's actually Bobbi Brown the woman and her new venture. In my eyes, she has always been the queen of no makeup, and her ethos has always been about, trying to celebrate what you already have. We are all beautiful in our own way. So for her, makeup was never about covering things up or trying to change the way that you look. It was just trying to, help you out in those areas where you need it, but also really enhance what you already have. So she's a makeup artist in the 80s, and she wasn't like so many others with that big, bold, crazy sort of makeup stuff going on. Again, it was very much about natural makeup. And she ended up starting her own business, as far as I can tell, just out of a basic need. She couldn't get the right colors. She was always having to mix her own. She met a chemist, and Bobbi Brown, the brand, was born. Now, she must have done something right, because in fairness, she launched in Bergdorf in New York, and only 3 years later, she sold out to Estee Lauder. Now, she stayed on for 25 years and, led the brand. So eventually she did leave Estee Lauder, had a non-compete, couldn't do anything else, but eventually was freed from that, and this is when her new venture was born. So I think it was only in the end of 2019, maybe 20, that she launched Jones Road Beauty. So again, it's about celebrating what we have. And by the way, if you go check her out, she's 64 years old. So this lady knows what she's doing when it comes to taking care of your skin and making your skin look good. So all in all, her overall ethos is right up my alley because I'm not a heavy makeup kind of girl. I'm way more about good skin, celebrating what you have, and it's really just hiding those little bits that you don't like. Now, in fairness, I know that I'm lucky. I have pretty good skin. I'm 50 years old. I do have those fine lines and wrinkles, and mostly my skin is just super dehydrated, and that's what I've noticed as I've aged, that makeup for me just gets sucked up as pretty much anything on my skin does. But overall, I have some redness. I do have scarring from a car accident when I was in high school, but I don't even try to use makeup to cover that stuff up. It is what it is. Scars are a part of my journey. I do like to cover up the redness, which is pretty much what I use makeup for, because there are some days that I don't wear makeup at all. I obviously wear a lot more when it comes to filming, just because these cameras with high def and stuff aren't very kind. But this is me with a fresh face right now. I have no makeup on, and I wanted to give the Jones Road ride. So for me, when I'm looking for a makeup, it's pretty simple. One, I don't want to spend a lot of time doing it because I don't like to spend a lot of time on this stuff. I would give myself an hour on skincare and facial massage and all that sort of stuff. When it comes to makeup, I want it to be in and out super fast. And I want to use the least amount of products possible. So let's talk a little bit about Jones Road Beauty and the products and what they're selling, what they say that they're all about. So looking at their website, so they're saying that Jones Road was founded on the philosophy that the world doesn't need more beauty products. It needs better beauty products. Clean, strategic, high-grade formulations that work on every skin type and tone, that are as simple to use as they are to master. It sounds like it was made for me. So they are very much, promoting that clean beauty space. They're saying that they're very stringent with their own regulations, and they're even more stringent than the EU. And by the way, our regulations are way tougher than those in the US, and that they are free from more than 2,700 harmful ingredients that you might find in other products. Okay. They're pushing the clean thing. Okay. So my only downside, and the reason it took me so long to buy these products, is because you can only buy them from their website in the US. Now, I live in Europe, and I really don't like to ship things overseas if I can avoid it, because I just don't want things flown over. I much prefer to buy over here in the EU. Ireland's tiny, so a lot of stuff I can't get here. I am reliant on the UK, which is a big pain in the ass because I have to pay duties and taxes and a ton of money now that they've left the EU. But I try to buy as much as I can, very much in Ireland and then on my side of the pond. I didn't buy these until I went home over the summer because I was going to be in the States. So I had them shipped to my mom's house, packaged them up, and brought it back. So that's what the delay has been in me trialing these products, which I've had my eye on for a very long time. Okay, I bought a kit called the 101 set. Now, I was checking the website last night. They don't have it available anymore, but they do have a number of other kits that you can use. Okay, so my kit came with 4 products, and what they came with were the Miracle Balm, 2 of the eye pencils, which are pretty much the foundation, and the mascara. Okay, so this kit was 85 euros. Now, I can only see it in euros because of where my IP address is, so I'm not sure what that equates to. But if I had purchased these individually, it would have been 99.50. So I saved myself about 15 quid by buying the kit. And I was happy with that, and here's why. So the Miracle Balm, which is this guy, it comes in 7 shades, and it's almost more of a skincare is what it feels like than a makeup, because it's got a lot of skincare ingredients in it, but it does have a color. Now this is a really dark color, and we'll get to that in a second when I put it on. But this is made from a number of different oils like castor seed, jojoba seed, it's got argan oils, it's got vitamin E, so it's got fatty acids, vitamins, minerals, you name it, it's in here. So this retails for, okay, it comes in 7 shades, which I think I mentioned, and retails for 35 euros. It's pretty big though, it's honking. I have to say, I'm not sure this is a product for everybody because it is so hydrating. Not sure how it's going to play with oily skin, but she herself says these products are for everyone. So it's a super hydrating kind of a base that you put on before you use that foundation. And you can use it in a clear or quite a dark color, more to give a bit of sunlight, and that's kind of what I'm using it for. Really, really excited about that product. It can also be used as kind of a contour, it can be used as a bronzer, and depending on the color, it can be a highlighter. There are lots of different uses for that product. So I bought mine in Tawny, which is this uber dark. I had a slight panic when I saw it. Because I've seen her use this on herself. So, you know, she's not super dark. I'd say probably not a huge difference from my own skin tone, but I liked what it did, which was actually give it a bit of warmth before she put the foundation on. So that's why I went for that color. Okay, the next are the foundation pencils. And this is what I think was probably intriguing me the most. Well, intriguing, but also kind of scaring me because, you know, it's a pencil. I'm not sure if you can see that. Mine's a little damaged. I did that with the cap, that you literally draw on your face, and that's how your color is distributed. And I did have a worry about this because I would be concerned about it being too dry and kind of dragging across your skin. So it is recommended you get 2 to 3 colors, probably more really, because not only do you use colors differently, sort of lighter for under the eyes, but also you might have different colors on your face, and it's supposed to 100% match your skin tone. So if you're a little lighter here or a little darker here or whatever, you can use various colors in order to, you know, to help on those parts of your face. I only bought 2. Probably could have gone with a third too, but we'll see how we get on. Okay, these come in 25 shades and they retail for 22.37 in euros. And then the last was her mascara. Okay, I was okay with that. Like, I have a mascara that I love, my Holy Grail, but sure, I'll give it a try. It was kind of thrown in as far as I'm concerned. I know it's made with vitamins B and E, nice, fluffy, rounded brush to it. And I'm absolutely willing to give it a try. Like, I have a Holy Grail mascara, which is my Lancome Lashy Doll. And if anyone can kick that off the pedestal, good luck to you. The one thing I'm finding a massive struggle with when it comes to buying foundations is color matching. So I did 2 things here before I purchased. One, they have a color matching system online, and I went through that whole process, and they spit out at the end, here are all the colors that you should get. And then, because I was not as confident with the choices that were spit out to me, I also contacted the brand directly and said, what kind of color matching services do you offer? And they said, look, send us some photos in the natural light, nothing on, and we will come back with recommendations. So they did that. And actually, in the end, I take that back. I went more towards the colors online. So there were different sets of recommendations, and I went with the darker ones. They were suggesting I go much lighter, but I think that first one was done earlier in the year when I didn't have as much color as I did the time that I purchased them. So in the end, I went much darker. So now we're going to put this stuff on. Now, I did actually do a first impressions video, I guess a week or so ago, and it was accidentally deleted.
Thanks, Mary.
So unfortunately, I can't share that one with you, but I've had the luxury now of trying this for a couple of weeks, because for me, it's not always easy the first time around. You know, I use a foundation once or twice, and my reaction after a few weeks of usage can be very different. So for example, I recently did a review of Chanel's Le Beige Eau de Teint, and I didn't really like it all that much. And then I used it for 3 weeks when I was away on holidays, and I've really grown to like it for that particular setting. So I think that sometimes these things can grow on you. So at any rate, today we're going to put it on, and I'm going to show you how it goes, and we'll have a little look-see at what we think. Okay, I think that it's best to take before and afters and put them side by side so we can see the differences, because this is a subtle makeup. I'm going to tell you that now, but I am going to put my hair back a little bit to keep it out of my face. Okay. Okay, the one thing to note about this product is that you have to actually break the seal on it when you first get it, because if you just stick your finger over and go like that, you're not really going to get in there and get the product. So you have to really dig it in. So I've already done that, and I've broken the seal, and you get the product in. Now this is dark, and the reason that I'm enjoying this product is because it gives me a bit of warmth. Now, I'd gotten a lot of sun at the end of October. I was on holidays, and then I was away for another couple of weeks at work functions in dark places, so I got quite tan. And for me, it's not unusual for my face to be a lot lighter than the skin on my body. So I like a bit of warmth, particularly before I even put my makeup on. So this is what I saw Bobbi Brown do on her own face, and I thought, gosh, I like the effect of that. Now, this is heavy on the hydration. I mean, we are talking hydration city here. It could be said that it has a greasy feeling to it, which I could say. But you see, for me, that's what I like. And I have to say this is one of the products I was most excited about trying because I have massively dehydrated skin and it soaks everything up. And the fact that it's soaking up a lot of goodness with a lot of oils and vitamins and minerals that are good for my skin, hallelujah, bring it on, sister. I am digging it. Now, you can probably see that my face is looking a little darker. Can you tell? You can see it on my eye there, actually. Oh my gosh, it is so hydrating. I don't know if folks with really oily skin are going to like this product. I don't know. I mean, I think about the fact that I know that Bobbi Brown creates products for herself that she uses and loves. And she's an older lady. She's fantastic skin. And I'd say if she's like me, that her skin probably loves it. Okay, so that's just an all-over thing. Gosh, it feels so good. But, you know, it's a bit tacky. Okay, and I think there's a reason for this product, and they recommend you put it on first. And then they do recommend you put it on first. Now, if you are worried about the color, they have much lighter ones, and they even have a clear one, so that there's no color at all. So it's not changing the tone of your skin. Okay. Guys, I wish you could feel my skin right now. Oh. Okay. Now, is it a little tacky? It is a little tacky. Okay, so next we're moving on to the face pencils. Now I have these in two colors. I have them in shade 9 and shade 10. So I'm starting off with this just pretty much under the eyes, just in the center of the eye. Now what I will say is that you need the slip underneath. You need some very seriously hydrated skin, or I think this is going to drag everywhere. Now I had done all my skincare. I'd done my Bella Aura program in the morning, and then I also have a healthy amount of SPF that's quite hydrating. By the way, I started off with the DRMTLGY SPF 46 because that has a color corrector, or not a color corrector, it's tinted. It just means that it doesn't have a white cast, but it's really good hydrating. So my skin was already pretty well hydrated before I start this process, but I put that one on, and I put on the Miracle Balm, so I'm feeling greasy-ish in a good way, Okay, so you can see just how it's brightened me up a little bit there. And I put a little bit on the corner of the eyes, but you can see, so we're going to zoom in a little closer so you can see, but it's sort of leaving these little lines here, and I'm just putting that under the eye. Now I have found through trial and error that to do it sort of on a slant means you don't drag your skin, which would be my primary concern about using this type of product, which I've never used a crayon on my face before. So next I'm going in with number 10, and this is supposed to match my skin tone. Now you can see how much redness I have in my face, and that's not the Miracle Balm, that's my natural redness. So this is the area that I like to cover up. And also the area around my nose. And I just go in and kind of pat it, so I'm not dragging anything around. My face is really red today. I don't know why that is. And also a little bit on my chin. I'm kind of doing half of it at the minute, just so you can see against the other half how that's playing and whether or not it's making a difference. I'm feeling very red. I think it's the lights. These lights are very unforgiving. Can I just say that? Which is why I tend to use a lot more makeup on the filming days. So this is how I use the product. It is very simple to use, in fairness, but I can tell you right now, if I didn't have super hydrated skin, this would be pulling. So in absence of Miracle Balm, I'm not sure how well this would go. A little redness there. It looks like I have a bite, actually. Okay. I do have tons of scarring, or not tons, but a fair amount on my forehead from an accident when I was in high school. Can you see the difference? It's subtle. It's there though, right? But it's subtle. So it's just taking away that discoloration. A little bit down there. Subtle, subtle, subtle. So you can probably see the subtle difference there. Okay, so we're going to go in on this side. Now I'm pretty heavy-handed because I'm feeling particularly red today. I'll show you how it works. I have a scar on my nose, right? This is from my car accident. It gets really dark in the sun, even though I'm SPFing the hell out of it. So it can kind of show you that it takes it down a little bit. It's not covering it completely, but it just sort of takes the edge off it. And I have an age spot here, and I don't generally try to cover it up, but this will show you how well it works if you need it to spot. I don't really try to cover that up generally. It doesn't really matter. It's me. I'm very red today. Okay. So that is pretty much all that I would do. Mostly the center of my face. The redness, just the chin. The dog. Yeah. It's just saying hello. That's my scar here, which I tend to forget about. Now, I do think this is a pretty good color match. I imagine it might have to change a bit as it gets lighter or darker. I don't know. But I think all in all, that's pretty good. So, oh, I forgot to put the lighter one on, didn't I? I forgot to do this. Which I do think works quite successfully at lightening up that area. Who doesn't need a little brightness around the eyes, right? So I just use my fingers with everything. I don't know how well this would work with any kind of brush, to be honest. Couldn't tell you. I think it needs warmth. It needs your skin's heat to activate and to make it easier to move around. What do you think? Okay, and then the last piece, I just realized I don't have my eyebrows on or anything. I've done nothing today. I'm not going to curl my lashes because I think that's going to give an indicator of how well this works. I'm going in with their mascara now. It's a big fluffy brush, all right. Just now realized I probably should have put my eyebrows on today, but anyway. And I don't have any eyeshadow or anything. This is me au naturel. Wow. It's a nice eyelash, doesn't it? Look at the difference. It's pretty good, isn't it? Super fluffy number here. It's a bit gloopy though. Okay, so that's it. That is me and my experimentation with Jones Road Beauty. What do I think? Now, I first started using it a week or so ago, and you know, I was like, you know, the difference is so incredibly subtle that is it even worth it? Am I getting the payoff that I need? But you know, the more I started using it and working with it, the more I realized I actually quite liked the effect. This is not a long wear makeup, in my opinion. It does disappear after 4 hours or so. But look, that's the beauty of these pencils. You can stick them in your bag and touch up pretty much anywhere super duper fast, as long as your skin is hydrated. And that leads me to this. Now this, I actually really like. And now this is the guy that I'm reaching for every morning. Because even if I decide not to wear any makeup, I can put this on. It gives me a little bit of warmth, which I just love this time of the year. But my golly, my skin feels great at the end of the day. It feels like it's gotten a lot of extra hydration and a lot more than it would have had using my regular skincare. So this is a guy that I'm using a lot and I'm really enjoying. And I know that there are lots of different colors and I'm probably going to get more of this and dabble a bit more. And I think I'm going to probably end up buying some more of the pencils as well. If I decide that I'm wearing makeup, I'm not going to go for this so much. But if I'm not wearing makeup, I might throw a little bit of it on. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. Where is this going to fit in my little collection of makeups? I think there's something to it. But I feel even now, looking in the mirror, it doesn't look like I have any makeup on at all. So I guess that's good. I guess that's good. But generally, if I put makeup on, I kind of want it to make, I don't know, maybe I want it to make me look a bit better. This makes me look like me without the bad stuff. It's kind of a different thing. But I think there's something really to it, and fair play to Bobbi Brown. I think the format is really intriguing. It's very interesting, but I think hydration is king when it comes to using it. So that's it for me today, guys. Thanks for joining, and I'd really be interested to hear, what do you think of these products? Have you tried them? What are your successes with it? Have you found it easy? I'd love to hear about how it fits with different skin types, and maybe there are some tips and tricks to using this too. Now, I've spent a lot of time looking at the tutorials. I've watched a lot of Bobbi Brown putting this on people and how she's using the products. So I think there's something to it. So like a number of other things in the arsenal, I'm just going to keep testing it to see how I go. If you do like the look of this video, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and you will give this video a thumbs up and also hit that notification bell so you know every time a new video is uploaded. So thanks again for joining, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye. So for example, I recently did a review of Chanel's Le Beige de Temps, Eau de Temps. Ah, for fuck's sake.